So thanks everybody for joining. My name is James Ketchum. I am the head of the Soundboard team at Edge Theory. Edge Theory is an official Juice Plus partner. And so we have been working on this Soundboard project for going on 3 years now. Yeah, I think that's right. And so as many of you have probably at least heard of, we provide the Soundboard, which provides social media content for you to help you grow your business. So like Carrie said before we started recording, our purpose for tonight, and this is going to be a weekly thing, is really to just have an open training and really treat this a little bit more like a Q&A and try to help you with exactly what you've got needs in, because we also run, I have a 6-week free social media curriculum that I can run for your team if you think your team would be interested in that. I just started one for Meet Your Ray's team last night, getting ready to start one for Kurt Beaver's team. I have about to wrap it up with Jamie Kinsey and her team. So a lot of folks are taking advantage of this. And so if you think that's something that either you're interested in or that your sponsor may be interested in, let me know. I'll connect you with how to find me towards the end of the presentation. And that's something we can get set up. But again, tonight and these ongoing Wednesday night weekly sessions are really to try to get a bead on, exactly what you need, and not come in with an agenda as much. So that's why I set up this little poll with what you'd like to know about. So Carrie, I want to introduce Carrie. Carrie Reed is here to help. Carrie is our West Coast team member who can facilitate calls and things like that with West Coast folks in your time zone a little bit better. I'm in Central Time, so 9:30 calls on the West Coast are a little bit hard for me to pull off. But if you have that interest, we can facilitate some training calls. We also have like a one-off call that is all about Soundboard, and we can train your team on some best practices for social and how to use Soundboard. So that's also available. But let's go ahead and hop in. I've got a lot of different answers here, so I'm going to try to cover several different things tonight. But I want to connect you with some of the resources that we have available. And so the first thing that I've got pulled up here is the Soundboard itself. I know I've got this long link here, but the link is simply juiceplus.vip. No www, no .com, just juiceplus.vip. And as I said, what the Soundboard is designed to provide is social media content for you that is compelling, compliant to the Juice Plus mission, and is relevant to your audience. So we really want you to be able to grow your audience. And we all know that social media is important, but social media has 2 major pain points. One is don't have time to do it. 2, don't always know what to post or what to say. So the Soundboard is designed to soothe those 2 pain points. So real quick, all the plans come with the 10-day free trial. You can kick the tires and see what you think. I'll just give you a quick rundown on this. If you hit pricing, what you are seeing here are the 3 plans. For $5 a month, we can tweet for you. So Twitter as a platform, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in depth tonight. It's the only social media platform out there that allows outside systems to tweet on behalf of its users. So I can tweet for you every day through your handle that will go out to your followers and to the larger Twitter universe. And we'll send stuff out every single day, 2 to 3 times a day. And a lot of those tweets will connect people back to your Juice Plus site. But one of the things that I'm very painfully aware of is how weird Twitter is. And Twitter definitely, it has a learning curve to it. And so if you're new to Twitter, I recommend that you get us plugged in with your team, and we can train you on not only how to use Twitter, but how to prospect on Twitter, which I think is worth your time. Because if you're just posting out there and Soundboard's sending out posts for you, but you don't know how to respond or engage to the attention that those posts are getting, then you might as well almost, not have it. So we want to train you on how to get the most out of it. For $10 a month, and this is what most people tend to do, one of these two plans, because this provides content that you can pick and choose from, because remember, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, I'm leaving one out, Google Plus, none of those allow for automatic posting from outside systems. So what we're doing is providing the content that you can pick from, easily share whenever you want. And then for $15 a month, you have access to all of that plus the automatic tweeting. Okay, so let's pull up the soundboard here and I'll show you some of the features of it. So once you create your account and get your login, I'll show you on mobile too, because we've got some unique features there. But you're going to see every day we're updating it with new articles. Now remember, the whole point of this is to help you kind of zoom out from the Juice Plus brand. Very few of the posts that you're going to find here mention the brand, because we're trying to help you tell a better healthy living story and be an authority to your audience. And so what you're going to find here is that kind of thing. It's fitness, it's wellness, it's whole food, it's plant-based omegas, because I know that's something you'll definitely want to be pushing since the announcement of the new omega blend. It's family, fitness ideas, it's how to feed kids who are picky, etc. But it's all these kinds of articles from all across the web. So when you find something that you're interested in, you click on the article, and then we have put our most popular share buttons here at the top, which are Facebook Personal, of course, Twitter, and then Buffer. If we have time, we'll get into that a little bit. It's a nice time saver. It lets you schedule stuff out. And then if you want to read the article, you can preview it. It's all here. And then we also, as I said, provide not only the article, but what to say with it. Our philosophy at Edge Theory is that conversation matters, and that Hallmark is a $4 billion company or whatever it is, because not even our loved ones know what to say to us on our birthday, right? That's why they buy us cards. So here's that. Think of these little phrases that you see here that are going to accompany your post as the middle of the Hallmark card. We're trying to give you that thing to say. You can use it if you want to, you don't have to. And then you have all these buttons down here where you can share across these various platforms. So this is going to go to your Facebook personal wall. This is going to go to Facebook if you're a part of a particular group, or if you manage a business page, or if you want to just send it to somebody directly. All of that is through this function. Facebook Messenger. We really believe that if you start to think about content as a customer retention tool, this is where it gets really interesting with Facebook Messenger and email, because if you have a customer who is somebody like me and my wife, who have picky little children, and our kids are on the chewables, but if you've got that kind of customer, then you can Facebook message or text them an article. Hey, I saw this article, was thinking about you, and it's how to feed kids in a healthy way in our modern day fast culture kind of thing, and show your customers that you're invested and you're thinking about them outside of wanting that reorder. So that's a pretty cool concept to use social media almost as a one-on-one customer touch thing. So anyway, whatever platform you pick, you just hit the button here, and it's going to auto copy this text for you if you're on desktop. If you're on your mobile device, you got to hit the copy button, but it'll highlight the text for you. And then it brings up this post, and you just paste in the text. And if you want to add a hashtag or something, you can, or put something personal in here, you can. And then you just hit post, and it's gone and done. So now you have some good looking content going out there that you didn't have to spend time digging for. So we have lots of different topics that you can search for here. But one thing, I'm going to switch the view to my phone real quick, because I want to show you something that's unique to mobile. And we just rolled this feature out about 10 days ago. and very excited about it. Gotten a lot of good feedback on this. I got to click a few extra buttons here to make this work. Okay, so on mobile, we have a feature that's available that is texting, which of course is not, the button's not going to appear when you are on your desktop because you don't have that. Sorry. Oh, come on, phone. Hold out on me. All right, so once you log in, again, all of this functions on mobile really well. But we're going to come up here to the top right. I'm going to hit these three buttons on the top, and then I'm going to hit topics. And we've started to put stuff together on a topic by topic basis because we want this to be easy to access for you. So particularly with Shred 10, Mitra and Brian Rose and I worked on this very closely together. But what we've done is we've taken the suggested messages from the Shred 10 system guide and put them here with the recommended script so that you can easily touch your Shred 10 customers. You know, so we've got the day 0. This is what you send them before the 10 days start, and then you can see you've got day 1 morning, day 1 midday, day 1 evening, and it's got the recommended videos and links for each text already built in. So I'm going to text this to Carrie real quick here and show you how this works. So we're going to go ahead and tap this one. So here's our day 0 prep video. And so as I showed you before in the suggested text, we usually give you multiple choice menu choices. But in this instance, we've just given you the one choice, and it's again, what's suggested in the system guide. So you just hit the text button, and this is going to bring up your texting app. So I'm going to send this to Carrie. And what's going to do is iOS now does a really nice job of rendering the link. So you can see the text, the suggested message was there, and now you've got this link, and all they have to do is tap the link, and they can go and quickly and easily watch the video right there on Vimeo. So that's really, I think, a killer app, I got to say. We're pretty proud of this feature.
And it's a great way to indirectly say hello to a customer that either you haven't talked to in a while or you're just trying to re-engage with without being like, hey, so just wanted to make sure you know that I sell some products, right?
Right. Another thing I'll go ahead and show you that's pretty cool, that's unique to mobile, is we get a lot of questions about Instagram. It's such a popular platform. But there is no share to Instagram button because Instagram's such a closed platform. They don't want you sharing anything that you find on the web to their platform. So what you do is, here's the workaround. I'm going to tap on the magnifying glass here, and I'm going to search for image only, which is how I tag the images that we put in here. And so when you find this, I've put in, you can see there's some stuff in here about National Physical Fitness Month. So that's the first couple of things that you're seeing here. And then, let's see, is today the 10th? Yeah, we missed Bike to School Day. So that already happened this morning. But okay, so next week is, National Women's Health Week. All right, so let's go ahead and click on this one here. Now at the top here where it says National Women's Health Week exercise, all this stuff, that is actually a link to the image itself. And so, again, just to show you, because there is no Instagram button down here, because it doesn't exist, we're going to click on this link at the top and get taken to the actual image. And then you just tap and hold on the image until you get this pop up. And so we're going to save image, which is going to save it to our camera roll. And so then when you go to Instagram and you get ready to create a post, that particular image is sitting there in your camera roll, just like all your other pictures. And then you can do whatever you want to do to it, add the hashtags, play with the filter, etc. And then you've got some good looking stuff going out on Instagram that, is provided by the Soundboard. So we not only want to connect you with those type of resources, but we also create a lot of memes and stuff in-house that you can use however you want to use. And so I also have permission from Julie Herbst to put mission-driven model stuff on here. So you can see we've got Shred 10, Healthy Living Revolution, and mission-driven model stuff. So I'm pretty sure the May, is the project Keep It Real, which is all about real food. So we've got some of those resources there for you ready to go for, whatever platform you'd like to share that across. But works really well on Instagram. Okay, so that's kind of the Soundboard and the functionality there. If you have questions about other things on how it works, we do have a help resource section here. And it's this help center. We have a lot of articles on how things work. Or if you ever need specifics, you can just tap this little guy down here and you'll get connected with me or somebody on my team, and we can answer specific questions through that chat window. The other thing I want to tell you about that I'm pretty proud of, because I was a middle school teacher for 11 years, and that doesn't leave your blood. I wrote something, and this is totally free, no pressure, no obligation. If you want it, it's here, but I just clicked on the Social 30 link. We have a free ebook. We call it the Social 30 because just like Mitra's Transform 30, it is a day-by-day, step-by-step guide that you can use it's got action points and steps for you to grow your business on social media, something productive that you can do every single day for 30 days. So if you go through it, follow the steps, after 30 days, you're going to be a real social media ninja. And then it also has an accompanying video series if you need further explanation on any topics, or there's a lot of these kinds of video walkthroughs.
And what we like most about it is that it was inspired by Dr. Mitra Ray, right?
Yeah.
Where we're kind of borrowing liberally from Transform 30 and thinking about, okay, if you do that for fitness or for your health, how can we apply this to social media?
Yeah.
So we try to give you just bite-sized content that or tips and advice that you can go through each day to help make you an expert on all platforms.
Yes. And Mitra successfully cooked the Transform 30 down to the Shred 10. I could not cook the Social 30 down to the Social 10. It's just too much.
That's on our list.
Yeah. Well, actually on the list is the Social 90, but that's to come. I just can't stop all this information. The other thing about Social 30 is, again, it's free. Send it to your whole team. Everybody can use it. There's truly no strings attached. Just go check it out. Okay, so now I'd like to pull up the little poll here. Y'all, everybody answered something different. So I'm gonna do my best. Which platform do you need the most help with? I got one answer for every platform. So we've covered using Soundboard. Let me throw this out here because more people said Facebook on prospecting. I want to throw a couple of cool ideas out here for you for how to grow your business on Facebook. Okay, because my philosophy is that Facebook is the warmest market that you have. But the way that Facebook works and behaves is that when you go to your home feed, okay, your home feed is not populated just chronologically by every single person that you're friends with. It has to do with your relationships within your friend network, okay? And so this is my best friend from high school, and he and I comment on each other's stuff all the time. So frequently, Ben's posts are at the top of my feed, even though this particular one is 6 hours old. And I know that other people in my network have posted more recently, but Facebook knows that Ben and I talk to each other through Facebook a lot. And so what that tells Facebook is that we want to see what's going on in each other's feeds. This is called affinity. It is your affinity score that you share between you and another person in your existing friend network. Okay, so what happens though is that as you're commenting and interacting with those handful of people that come in at the top of your feed, then they begin to always be at the top of your feed, and then you just end up commenting and interacting with those people at the top of your feed because they're at the top of your feed. And do you see what happens? Okay, this gets very cyclical and insular very quickly. And I hear over and over Juice Plus people say, well, I don't even get on Facebook because all I see is Juice Plus stuff. Well, that's because that's Facebook's way of telling you that's what they think you care about, because that's what you've interacted with in the past. So how do we shake that loose and get out of that rut? Okay, so here's how you do this. You go to your own friend network. Okay, you probably have way more Facebook friends than I do. And even though you are Facebook friends with a lot of people, Facebook does not treat them all equally in your network. Okay, so if you've got on Facebook in 2009 or 8 or whenever it was, and you accepted a bunch of friend requests from people that you went to 3rd grade with, and you've never spoken to them since that acceptance through Facebook, then you have a very low affinity score with that individual on Facebook. Therefore, you are probably not seeing their posts. Okay? Now, if you get to your home feed and you scroll down for 2 hours, you will see it. It's not hidden from you. It's just buried way down. Now, if you get on Facebook and scroll for 2 hours, frequently you're not going to make NMD this year. You know what I mean? So how do we utilize what you already have, which is this incredible friend network? Here's what you do. You scroll through your friend list and you find somebody who you know that you have not spoken to through Facebook in 5 or 6 or 8 years. And you go to their feed. I'm not going to embarrass any of my friends. Let's use Jeff. Let's pick on Jeff here. So you go to their feed and you see what is going on in their lives and comment on something recently that they have done. Okay? So I already have a decent affinity score with Jeff because he and I talk about going skiing in Alaska all the time. But anyway, I haven't written that check. But if I wanted to increase my affinity score with Jeff, I would write a comment here, okay? And so let's say this is actually happening right now. So let's say, how's this going? Sounds interesting. All right, so when you do something like this, you are telling Facebook, hey, I care about what this person has to say. And as you continue to do that for this individual, your affinity score goes up with that person. Okay, we have 2 motives for doing this, though. One, of course, you want to be more personable with this person and reconnect and truly find out what's going on with them. But the other ulterior motive, and it's not a bad motive, is that you want them to be able to see your stuff. So if you're posting that good, healthy living content, you're going to start showing up at the top of their feed instead of 2 hours down buried in the bottom of their feed. Okay, does that make sense? And so one of the most effective things that you can do is go out and start talking to these people who already know who you are. Be yourself. Be your, your missionally minded self, which I say this on all the trainings. If you've heard me say this before, I don't apologize for being redundant. Y'all are the greatest group of people that we have the privilege to work with at Edge Theory. And I'm not just saying that. Your company and you do not lead with the product, and you do not lead with the business opportunity and promises of Lamborghinis and houses in Key Largo like some other direct sales organizations. You really care about helping people get healthier, okay? And that comes across loud and clear in your company's, in the conference, in your company's paperwork and all that stuff, all the flyers and all that stuff. But that's what we need to continue to think through and be on social. So this is how you can go do that. Reconnect with these people that you have some relationship with. And so it can, in time, as Carrie Daigle says, have a conversation that leads to an invitation, that leads to a presentation, okay? Of course, you're not going to go on this friend's timeline and start posting product. And of course, you're not going to show up after 8 years of absence and say, hey, I've got this great business opportunity. But you can start asking them what's going on in their family. And if mama's got diabetes, there you go. Or if grandma fell and is having trouble recovering, you've got something that can help them out. And so start asking, start using what you've already got here, okay? And overcome Facebook's very tyrannical stranglehold on your home feed, because pretty much they want to fill it with useless video content from BuzzFeed anyway, because that stops you from scrolling and it helps you, it makes you want to click on ads and all that stuff. Cultivate your feed a little bit, shake that loose, and make those old connections pop up. Okay. Now we're at our half hour mark that we said we were going to stop, but I can keep going if folks are interested, or if y'all have any questions. I know that the Juice Plus Nation, y'all have Zoom calls every half hour, 24 hours a day. So if you need to go get on another call, I understand.
Maybe. Oh,
go ahead.
Am I muted? Maybe we just pause for a second and see if anybody chats any specific questions. I'm all about this chat tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up, not that. I'm going to pull up a way to find me.
Oh, I typed everything. Oh, I didn't put the boxer, but I added it.
Okay. There you go.
To the chat as well.
Let's see. We got. All right. Nobody has any thoughts, comments, questions?
I do think it's worth also mentioning that tonight is the start of a series. Yes. So tonight it's just kind of the overview of what we offer. And then each week we have a different topic that we hone in on. And we announce those topics on our Facebook page. Is that correct?
Yes, I will make those announcements on the Facebook page with the topic.
Exactly. I love to talk over you. Sorry. And then we will also include a video from each week also on the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank y'all so much for joining us. And please check us out at the Facebook page for more events and updates on each week's topic. And then if you have any questions, you can box me or tweet at us, or I think Carrie put her contact info in there as well. So we stand by. It's a pleasure to serve you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Have a great night. Oh, somebody's chatting. Hold on. Is that you? Okay, Tara. Cool. Thanks. Hasta la pasta.